friends. Welcome to Ink and Lead. Today, I'm going to be working on some neurographic art. Been practicing a little bit with this, I'm kind of liking it, so kind of incorporating it into my doodles, which I've been working on. I wanted to get better at my lines and circles, and I really think that doodling and just having nothing really special to work on really helps with your understanding of drawing. Oops. Yeah, that'll come off later. So I'm just trying to document kind of my journey through the doodling to increase my ability to draw better, and talk about a little bit of everything, or maybe nothing at all. The idea that I have, that wasn't a very good circle, is simply a history, almost, of my thoughts, to leave back a record for my children. So I've been trying to practice Stoicism, and part of Stoicism is understanding that death will come eventually for all of us. And thinking on that, I wanted something to leave behind for my kids. And I think, in my personal opinion, it would be awesome to have something that they can turn on, and I'll be there even after I'm gone. I think I would really like something of my own father, immortalized almost, to kind of just spend time with him. So that's what this is. A collection of videos for my kids that they can turn on at some point. Hopefully, formatting and different programs. I'm sure somehow I can keep this around for them. Maybe they'll find it in a shoebox somewhere, going through all of our things and being like, oh, I didn't know this hard drive existed. What's on here? And then they find me. Or maybe YouTube will still be around, or some format that has video sharing, and they can hang out with me. Almost. Maybe draw themselves. Listening to me talk or ramble on about nothing. Maybe learn a few things about me that they didn't know, that, doodling just kind of brought out. Maybe I never thought to mention it to them in our day-to-day lives, of them growing up. Maybe I did, and they're just hearing all the same stories over again. Either way, I know I would greatly appreciate that about my father. I have pictures and memories, but pictures fade, memories fade. A video can last a really long time. And they may not like it, but maybe my grandchildren or great-grandchildren. I think someone would appreciate it. And I think I'm really going to like to see how things change. I mean, I can look back on a sketchbook. Sometimes I think, like, what was I thinking when I did this? Well, now I can kind of look back on it and see almost exactly what I was thinking. And right now, I'm doing, what is this called? Neurographic art. I think it's really interesting. I'm definitely not an expert on it. But I've watched a few videos and ordered a couple books. Hopefully they'll be here soon. Can read up on them a little more. But it's a Russian scientist, I believe. Came up with a way to, from my understanding, kind of hack the brain. Create new synapses and different connections within the brain to do what you need to do. Relieve pain, reduce stress and anxiety. For me, drawing kind of does that anyways. I think for most artists, most people that want to draw, that's what it does. Unless, of course, you got like a big project and you have time constraints that can cause stress. But I think if you're just drawing for yourself, a lot of it is very calming and soothing. But with this, it's more so because there's no... I was going to say there's no rules, but there are rules to it, especially if you're trying to do it for therapy. There's a few rules that you need to follow. But right now, since I'm not an expert, I'm just kind of going with the flow of it, taking a few of the basic rules and applying them to how I want to do them. Because it's supposed to be like the end result is a fully colored, beautiful image most of the time. But at the same time, for me, I like negative space. I like false borders. Apparently with this one, I like ovals instead of circles. One of the things that I'm really trying to work on is creating nice crisp lines and solid circles. You can see on the outside, kind of jagged. I'm trying to create a more flow, very nice, clean line. And a good ending point too. I think there I had to fix that a little bit. But the basic premise is you take something ugly like this, which I know there are some ugly images or pictures or drawings that can be out there where you're just, that's bad. But when you really think about it, someone took the time and either out of their own head tried to make something or tried to copy something. They took the time to do that. And you never know what someone else would consider beautiful. Like, look at Picasso. I'm pretty sure when he first started drawing some of the things he did, people were like, that's weird, and why'd you do that? He's like, because I like it. It's cool. I didn't really study Picasso, so I'm just kind of assuming. It's kind of a weird style. I just kind of wanted to make that as a reference. And you never know. You never know what would be considered beautiful. And even this might be considered weird, tacky, trendy, something like that. But right now, I like it. I like the flow. I really like the fact that there's no hard angles and you're just kind of going in and rounding everything out. Making some lines thicker, some lines stay their original. And you create just for me it's very reminiscent of a Rorschach, kind of blobs of ink. The therapist, psychiatrist, one of the head doctors, they used to try to get into your mind and see how you view the world. And for me, this is very much, how do I view the world? What do I see? What am I liking? And I like this. I feel, do I want to continue on? No. I think I have, let me look over this and make sure that all the connection points are, that kind of looks like a face right there. I like that. I feel like I rounded everything pretty well. One of the important things is once you start rounding, and you kind of get these things moving on, you want to make sure that you round everything. I want to see a little corner over here. I want to get that. Do I want to thicken any of these lines up? Do I want to increase some of these connections? I'm going to do over here. This face, I kind of want to almost skull-like. I like over here, make this thin, but over here I feel like it needs to be thicker. Going into that, I found another hard edge. Because you're supposed to be closing the synapses in your brain, reforming thoughts and ideas. I like that. So what color do I want to use, or shading? Kind of been experimenting a little bit. I like shading very much. It's another good thing with doodles is you can kind of incorporate either depth or non-depth in many different ways. Hatching, shading. On doodles, it's a little tangle in there. That's when I specifically was trying to be calm and show calm, kind of, and I'm not sure how I did. I like it. It's very, to me, I think of some kind of creature almost. But shading, different types, trying to not create islands, as they say. And I've kind of explored it. What do I want to do today? Today I think, you know what? I think I want to go into a heavy pen. Right now I have artist lofts. I do have some microns. One of my favorite being the 02 Pigment Micron. I really like that one, but that's very detailed. I think I want to go with an artist loft 5. Kind of thick, and I want to create some lines in here. Maybe do some cross hatching. See how this will work. And I'm already doing it. I'm already kind of saying that this one is an island almost, but you don't want that. You want to Tell your brain no. That's not an island. It's all one piece, kind of. This is a section that you're doing. It's kind of weird doing it that way. But now that that's fixed, that's much better. I kind of closed it in there. Like I said, I'm working on getting my lines better. And these are definitely not. These are very, oof, that one's jagged. It's okay. Over time, it'll get smoother and smoother. The question is, do I want to keep all the lines in one direction, or then maybe another direction? Just kind of use two instruments on this? I think I do. How do I want to... I want to accentuate the face, because I definitely see that. I think it's very kind of wacky and happy. It's kind of this weird guy. Maybe I want to go around him. Just kind of do all of this, maybe? So these ones come this way. So I kind of want to follow those. Have that all as one layer. I think I'm gonna just space it out a little bit better. That's not really in line. That's okay. Maybe that'll be a different angle. Angle that one out a little bit. Fix that a little. Come in. Now that I'm sitting here, just kind of drawing, I thought it would be kind of difficult to talk. Before you hit that record button, it's, what am I going to say? Who am I saying this to? In reality, when I draw, my brain doesn't shut off, but it slows down. A lot of the things that I'm worrying about kind of fall away. So it kind of opens me up just to say what I want. I want to define that. See if I can do that with a pen. Oh, I can. That looks pretty good. A little bit better of a curve. It's quiet right now. All the kids are gone. Oh, that was tight. Not expecting the wife back for a little while. And I wanted to start a video. Oh, I like that. That definitely brings that out. I like the more openness. This is definitely tighter in here. We're going with 2 sections each. I'm wondering if create more of a 2 here as well. Maybe just kind of invade this and go 3 right here, and let's go even wider. Let's really open kind of this hatching up. I know these are just lines, but in essence, we're hatching, kind of creating shades. Almost really weird shades, but shades nonetheless. Trying to match that. Oops. Happy little accident right there. tight. Didn't complete that one. You can always go over these. These big lines are big straight lines. Fairly difficult. Let's try to. Looks like that's going that way. Maybe one right there to finish that one out. Just continue that guy straight up. Today's been a good day. Very successful, I would say. Well, who am I? This is kind of going to be a first video that I post. Kind of probably want to know who I am. Well, you can call me Billy. That's kind of my name. Long story with it. I am married. I actually have my Lord of the Rings wedding band on. The One Ring. To rule them all. Kind of a nerd. That's okay. I like it. I'm very nerdy. I want to go this way. But anyways, I have 2 daughters. Currently one is 6. Yes, 6 years old. I don't know why that took me so long. They're very close to numbers. One's 6 years, the other is 7 months. So it's kind of weird when they're both 6 and 6. 6 months and 6 years. Now I gotta think about it. They're very beautiful and the light of my eye, or something like that. I don't know the cliche to that, but I love them. Oh, look at that. That's not rounded right there. It's okay. I'll kind of fix it. It's one of the things that I like about Artist Loft versus the Microns. The Artist Loft color of black is very similar to me to the Sharpie black, while the Micron is a deeper black. I like that. I like this egg here too. Little oval. I want to go bring this. So let's go do some tight. Ooh. Oh man, I am missing some corners in here. That is not good, and I don't like that being undone. Very nice, very nice. Kind of round this a little better. But now that I see that egg, I can't unsee it. So I kind of want to continue this over here. Hoping when they're 30s, so 20 years from now, there will be a medium in which to have this. Maybe in 40 years, I can pull out the hard drives because I plan on backing this all up onto hard drives. Hopefully those will still be a thing. Maybe quantum computers. Be able to do just about anything and hopefully play these videos for them. I like this a little better. I kind of want to go with this over here. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to start with the line here. I'm going to bring this over this way, back here, but I want to go this way first. Don't like that hand position. Doing it kind of wide like that. Oof. That line hurt. Alright, I kind of... Oh, I'm not connecting. Bad Billy. So we're going to really focus on completing these lines. Is it just me, or do I need to go get another pack of these? Because down here, look at that. Maybe I'm not pressing correctly. Well, I was interrupted, of course, and that interruption led to another and another. So much so that it's now nighttime. It's alright though. I want to finish this, and now that the kids are in bed and I have a little bit of time to myself, I'm gonna work on this a little more. I'm not sure what happened here. That's a little unfortunate. But it's okay. It's a doodle book. I even have something going on over here. I think maybe, I don't know. I don't want to blame it on the kids, but I don't remember doing it. Let me finish this line out. Hopefully there's no shadows. I just got a couple of lights going on. Man, my lines are very interesting. Hopefully, I just have a basic microphone that I'm trying out. I'm not sure how the sound is going to be. This process is actually really interesting because there's so much involved that I want to do. Like, I want a website. I think that would be cool. I want a YouTube site as well, and which is what I'm making. But off in the background, even over my headset, I do hear cars in the background and just heard a dog barking. So I'm curious to see if that comes through when I go to try to edit this. I'm not gonna do any crazy edits, and I'm not sure how to do, what is it? Where you fast forward through different sections. That's definitely not how I wanted that, but that's what this is. It's practicing my lines and my circles. As most drawing is your circles and your lines. And the better you are, the better lines you make and the better circles you make. And then learning how to adjust that. I just thought even my chair is a little squeaky. I'm liking that. Definitely don't want the egg, but this section right here, I kind of want to leave this little bit, but this section right here, I think I can really make this tight. So I kind of want to go this way with it. I feel like my head is a giant shadow right there. So I want to do this really slow, kind of thick in there. I really want to try out fountain pens. I really enjoy the feel of a fountain pen. I've tested it out, bought a very inexpensive kit, but I've ran out of all the black. I've been trying the different colors that it came with, but I'm very much a black and white kind of artist. I prefer, oh, that's not really rounded. I prefer shades of gray, probably because I am partially colorblind. I do see color, I just don't see it the same as everyone else. It's a little wide. Red and green give me the most trouble. I've actually had a few incidences with traffic lights because in some places, like bridges, instead of going up and down, they are sideways. And when I was learning how to drive, The first time I came up to one of these, well, one of the first times that it mattered, it was late. It was dark, and I completely just colored in my egg that I didn't want to color in. Oh well, it still looks good. I know there's an egg there. Maybe I can go even darker with it and go this way. Really, ooh, I like that. Okay, let's go this way. Anyways, my big head's kind of creating a little shadow there. As I came up to it at night, I realized that I had no idea if it was red or green, because just one side of it. So I stopped. It was in the wee hours of the morning. And when the officer decided to pull me over, because I noticed the lights change, it went from obvious green to yellow to red. And I was like, now I'm supposed to be stopped. Well, I just so happened to be stopped, so I will wait. And I waited, light went green, and I moved forward. And that's when the cop decided to pull me over. So he pulls me over, asked me why I was stopped at a perfectly green light. Had to explain it to him. Oh, he said that was the greatest traffic stop he had ever had up until that point. And I was very happy to oblige. Luckily, I got no ticket. And I learned a valuable lesson. Green is always on the left in any situation like that. He said if they do it the other way, then it was put in wrong. I don't know why I just went up like that. I felt like I wanted to fix that. But I notice that whenever you go and try to fix a line like that, it always ends up worse than if you had just left it alone, like this one. This came in too tight in here, and you got like this little, I don't know, hourglass feeling right there, and it almost looks like there's a black mark in the middle of it when there's not. It's part one of those optical illusions. I forget the effect of the frequency, and it creates a perceived line. But if I go and try to fix it, that perceived line is going to be an actual line, and it's just going to make it worse, like this. I don't like that. But overall, not a bad thing. And you know, I want this even darker, and I'm not going to fill it in. I'm actually going to, so I want a 45 kind of going through the lines, but I don't want it all the way. I just want this around the edges. And this is kind of where it's almost a little no-no. I'm not sure. I haven't seen a lot on the Neurographica or Neurographic Arts, but I feel that just kind of outlining that and creating the island that they try to avoid. But for me, it's depth. That's something like that's important. That's important. That, if you're looking at it, that's a Ninja Turtle. I don't know why that's a Ninja Turtle, but it is. Some people may say hamburger, but I'm a nerd. That's Donatello, 100%. 100%. Love it. Later on, I kind of want to do things similar to this, where I'm going to be incorporating some of the other doodles and like Zen style repeating or mandala effects through here. I want to really explore the possibilities that you can incorporate within this, because there is literally limitless possibilities, and I really enjoy the lines. Really, ooh, look at that. Who did that? Oh no. That is such a hard line. Oh, okay, I fixed it. No worries. No worries at all. But like little tangles, I think they're called. I like those. This one I like, but definitely going to be incorporating a lot more into this. I made this entire thing myself. Nice little first attempt. Not the greatest, but it's going to be a doodle book. You know, it's not something that's going to sell for millions of dollars, but something that I think I can hold on to and really enjoy over a long period of time. But I think I'm going to sign this. Today's date is the 31st. 22.1.31. It's okay that it goes across there. It's not that big of a deal. I know what it means. But I just wanted to thank you all for stopping in. Sorry for the change in lighting. I'm going to try to keep all of the videos the same, so to speak, with the lighting and all that, because I'm learning about the settings on the camera, the settings on the microphone. All of that matters, and you can make it better, you can make it worse. So along with my drawing, I'm going to try to make each video better in its quality, the audio better, and we're going to enjoy the art of drawing, putting pen to paper, lead, inks and lead. That's what this channel is going to be about. I thank you all for stopping by, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.